Just think you can flap your yap. No cap, yo, we looking at the facts and stats. Second city gritty to across the map. Put your cleats on your feet while we run some laps. Buckle up your seat while we have some chats. Who the GOAT on the court, pictures and running backs. Plug in your jacks and you're whipping your phone. Shalom, let's get it on, just a set in the tone.
Welcome, everyone, to the Setting the Tone podcast. It's Tone here for you. And I got my man J Mac here with me. And we're about to get into it. The Bears lose their 8th in a row with the current loss to the Vikings, 30-12. J Mac, how you doing, my brother?
Doing well, man. I'm doing well.
Doing well?
Over here in Bearland.
In Bearland.
Oh, yeah.
Bears eat honey and salmon all the time.
Let's chill. Right now, we eating L's.
We eating L's. We eating them motherfuckers, boy.
And we eating L's right now, bro.
8 losses in a row. That's 10 for the season. How you feeling about the state of the team right now, man?
The state of the team?
Yeah.
Not good at the moment.
We spiraling out of control.
Like, right. I'm kind of like checked out.
Yeah.
Like a player would be. But I mean, you just attached to this team, so I mean, that's my squad. So I'm still gonna watch, even though I am checked out.
Yeah, that actually happened to me yesterday. After yesterday's game, I said the same thing you saying. Still my squad, but I'm checked out. I can't listen to Coach no more. I'm just here trying to get these last few games over with.
Right.
I still watch daily, of course. I still love football. I still love the Bears, but it's hard. It's hard right now.
Yeah, as Beast Mode said, I'm just here so I won't get fined. I'm just here to watch the
game. we don't fine over here at Setting the Tone, man.
I'm just here to watch the game.
We just here to watch the game. Yeah, hoping I see something nice that I can take with me for the day or for the week. You know,
right.
hoping.
I mean, in all bullshit aside, in all honesty, there was it wasn't much, but there was a few nice spots yesterday.
A few nice spots, yeah. We'll talk about it in a second. So, I guess this is a weird question. It's probably a hard question to answer. Key moments that led to the loss yesterday to the Vikings.
Key moments that led to the loss. They showed up.
Yeah.
Hey, they showed up. They showed up lackluster. I mean, the defense, they actually came out with some spunk. Looked like they was ready to play. They only gave up 13 first half points.
The Bears.
The offense again, slow start. Right, yeah. Slow starts. I really don't know what it is. We can't get the running game going. You got the wrong running scheme for the wrong running back. I mean,
I swear we was talking about that, weren't we?
Yeah, I mean, it's just. I understand you're supposed to adjust your scheme to the talent that you have, but he's known for running inside zone, and I mean, that's not Swift's game. And we don't have a bruiser, and I'm not sure if Roshan was there, if he's a bruiser.
We don't know what he is.
Right. I don't consider him a bruiser either. You don't to me, for the offense you want to run, you don't have it's not mixed, it's not married together. And just my opinion.
No, I agree with that 100%. And the defensive interim head coach Thomas Brown, like you said before, it's not his system, it's not his scheme. He
No.
And then I said he's put in a position he has to adjust within weeks to somebody else's scheme and make it happen, make it do better than what it's done in previous weeks, and can't really put too much on him. Although I could put some of the game situations on him, like
In the
going
passing
for it on
game.
fourth down in some
Well,
situations.
I kind of understand that a little bit. I mean, what do we got to lose? Shit.
What do we have to lose? The game?
I mean, hell, we already out of playoff contention.
Yeah,
So,
we have the
I
game. I
mean,
mean, we want to feel good in these last few games. So a win would do that against a opponent like the Vikings. And I don't want to squander any chances of winning
agreed.
any of these last
Agreed.
games, because even though we can't make the playoffs, but it's a feel good moment if we could make the playoffs. And I think that first half he went for it on the fourth in the Bears territory. He went for it on fourth
Hmm.
down in the Bears territory, and the Vikings scored immediately. I
I
think they
mean,
scored a field
but
goal.
right, it was just a field goal.
Yeah,
But I mean, just think about the spark that it could ignite if they actually convert on that 4th and 1. So I mean, again, you ain't got shit to lose anyway. So
right.
I can see him, still having confidence in the defense. Going for it on 4th and 1. They don't convert, but you only gave up a field goal. It was a 3-and-out, and you only gave up a field goal. So again, you really got nothing to lose at that point. At the beginning of the game.
I hear you. I hear you.
And you want to talk about the beginning of the game, even the first drive. I hate to say it. Well, I gotta say it because everybody else saying and everybody else see it as well. Caleb got to get rid of the ball.
Man,
I
I was
mean,
just about to talk about that. That was my next topic of discussion. Caleb was so frustrating yesterday, man. So frustrating
yeah.
last night. It was so many plays where he was big game hunting, and it was so much stuff underneath that was open. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
Caleb, just let the ball go, man. Stop big game hunting. Let the ball go and live for the next down and see where you at after you throw the ball. But you got to stop trying to find the home run every time you drop back. It's not good football, especially early in the
No,
game too.
right.
Maybe in the end of the game and it's a close game, and you need a big play, maybe, but maybe and maybe not. It depends on the situation. But early in the game, you doing that way too much.
Yeah, but that was a knock on him coming out of college, anyways. Is playing under structure.
Yeah,
I mean, you can clearly see his best success is playing out of structure. I mean, that's to me, that's when he's more accurate. Um,
yeah.
it, I mean, even when he's playing in structure, the timing of the routes, the timing of his passes, he's off. I mean,
He's so much better on off schedule plays, man. It's weird
right,
because I
right,
guess that's the way he's been playing his whole life, so he's so comfortable with doing it.
yeah,
And
but
that's fine if you
it's the
need that,
NFL.
but if you don't need that, play within the offense and take what the defense give you and live to fight another day. Live to fight another day. But
Yeah,
the Bears offensive line ain't gonna give you that opportunity either. It's on Caleb this game. I saw it on Caleb, but
and
previous games it was on the
again,
O line. Yeah,
again, that just goes back to play calling and play design for it to be on the O line.
yeah, yeah.
When when you can when you again I just revert back to the plays in which when he dropped back and he at the top of his drop back, everybody's still running routes.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't, and to me that I'm I don't mean to shit on the man, but that falls on Thomas Brown because he's the passing play. I mean, the passing game coordinator. So you design those plays.
So I did some research when we was talking about this before about the different assistant coaches under the OC and their responsibilities. He doesn't necessarily, in every situation, they don't necessarily design the offensive plays like passing game coordinator. He don't necessarily out design those plays for the passing game. He's there to implement the plays at the OC and make sure they're doing it correctly in a lot of situations where the OC designed the plays and then the passing game coordinator makes sure the receivers and the quarterback are implementing or doing those play designs correctly. And in the Bears situation, I don't believe Thomas Brown had much contact with Caleb before he became OC. He was just with the receivers. So
Okay.
that's a deficiency on the Bears structure with that. In some situations, when you got a veteran back there, passing game coordinator, they do add on to the OC's game plan where they design some of the passing game. But I was researching that's not in every situation. And I don't believe that was the Bears situation because he wasn't even in contact with Caleb before he became the OC. So that's how I came to that conclusion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I still think he don't right now. I mean, he just he's just thrown into the fire, and
Yeah.
he just got to make do with whatever is presented in front of him. That dude had no chance on becoming head coach. Not here, anyways.
Man, I really wished he had a chance. I really thought he had a chance if just being the OC those couple games. Was it 2 or 3 games? 3 games, I believe.
Yeah,
And then I was like, oh, he can
actually
call the
two.
plays. Huh?
I think it was two before Flus
2?
got fired.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
2 games. Whatever. And I just thought he had a chance after those 2 games he called because the offense looked much better. And maybe he just needed to be in the booth still. He can't he can't coach from the
Yeah.
sideline. You
Yeah,
know?
because I guess being up in the booth, you see the game a lot different. You see the whole
Yeah.
field.
Yeah, because
And
he's his play calling has taken a step back since he's come down to the field and being the OC and the head coach. Well, not the OC, but the play caller and the head coach. His
mhm.
play calling has taken a step back.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It has. And that's then to bring up Flus, that still falls on execution from the players.
Hmm.
Players got to execute.
And yeah, and in some situations, our our receivers, meaning Keenan Allen yesterday, I always thought he had great hands, man, with great route running, but his hands ain't all that in this season.
Yeah, I mean he caught the difficult pass when he tight roping the sideline when the pass was clearly out of bounds. You
Yeah,
catch that one, but you can't catch the ones that actually hit you in the hands.
hit you right in the head in the field of play.
Right, they hit you right in the hand. So I
Like
mean,
what gives? What
uh,
gives, Keenan? Come on now.
I mean, I was gonna make an excuse for him by saying because most times when them passes coming at him, um, it's one of them off schedule, off platform passes from Caleb. So they probably getting to him differently, the different spin on it or
Yeah,
whatever.
we not gonna give him that. He's a 10-year vet.
Yeah, that's why I said I was trying to make it about to make it. Uh,
We can't
but
get no 10-year vet that kind of excuse. No, sir.
yeah, I mean, but some of those passes, you got to catch. As we all say, if it hits you in the hands, got to catch it.
Gotta catch it. I know that since I was a little boy. If it hits you in the hands, gotta catch it.
You got to catch it. But also, a lot of those passes were off target. A lot of them sailed. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, that's also been a big problem this season with Caleb. He
inaccuracy. I mean,
inaccuracy.
even though he's what 61% for the season. I
He could
mean,
well be at 70% if he hit those dudes in stride or anywhere in their vicinity. Because there'd be so many that sail over their head behind him. I'd be like, "What the fuck, Caleb? What you doing?"
yeah, and you can honestly see some of the frustrations in. Well, you can honestly see in the DJ. I think the other players be frustrated too. They just don't show it.
Yeah, I'm not even mad at
And
DJ for showing it sometimes. Because
yeah,
after
because
after a while, you'd be like, "Damn, man, come on, get that shit together." You know what I'm
right,
saying?
and we in
Get that
week
shit together.
15 now.
We've been here for this is our week 14, week 15 for the season, but week 14 for the Bears. We should be on time right now. Not the timing shouldn't be off right now between you and your receivers at
It's
all.
way off.
Yeah.
It's way off. And it was something that Troy brought up last night that might be playing a factor. You know, Caleb ain't used to playing this late in the season.
Oh damn, Troy wrong for that. you know,
I
you know I ain't listen because the game was in Minnesota. I ain't
know, but
listen.
yeah. Troy was like, yeah, you know, Caleb ain't used to playing this late in the season. Their season is probably over. Their season is over with by now.
That's rivalry talk. Didn't Troy go to UCLA?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, he
rivalry
did.
talk. Yeah,
But at the same
he,
time,
he
it's
was taking a
facts.
shot.
He ain't. Yeah, but it's facts. He ain't played in no bowl game
Yeah,
this late in the
but
season.
that's absolutely facts. But he was taking a shot at them. He's like, let me go ahead and slide this in. There ain't nobody gonna notice it because it's a fact too.
Yeah,
I
shit,
peeped
I
you
noticed
now.
it.
Now that
Yeah, I
when you
noticed that
said that, I'm
shit.
like, oh, wait a minute. UCLA, USC. Okay.
Yeah, but he also went to OU as well.
Yeah.
Troy. He started out at OU.
Troy did, or I know Caleb did, right?
Yeah, yeah. He started. They both started out at OU.
Okay. I ain't know Troy started there.
Yeah, that's when they was running the wishbone, and
Who
that
was his
wasn't
head
the
coach?
if I'm mistaken, maybe Switzer. I'm
Was
not
it Barry
sure.
Switzer?
I think so.
Ain't that
I
something? Then
think
Barry
so.
Switzer ended up being his head coach at the Cowboys at one point as well.
Yeah,
That's
if
crazy.
I'm mistaken, I think it was Switzer. They were running the wishbone offense. I'm not, but again, I'm not. I'm not sure about that.
So another aspect of the game where we got behind early, so we had to deviate from the run game really, because the run game wasn't that bad yesterday, but we didn't use it
No, it
enough.
actually wasn't.
Yeah,
The only thing I don't like about the run game is using DJ in it.
yeah. He like
But
Debo Samuels now.
yeah, you got
But
rid of
he's
all the
he's.
fucking running backs.
But
So
why you ain't feeling DJ back there? He does well when he's back there.
yeah, he does well, but it's gonna become
Predictable.
um, yeah, just like those bubble screens became predictable.
Hmm.
You know, I like the motion. I like them using motion quite a bit. They don't use it enough. But to me, all that college shit behind a quarterback, that look different. You know,
How do
from
you
Keenan.
how do you beat the blitz without the bubble screen?
I don't know. Hell, we couldn't beat it with the bubble screen.
I mean, that's the only way I know you can beat it because we they were blitzing heavily, and I remember
Actually,
seeing.
they didn't blitz too much last night,
I mean, they didn't
which
blitz
was
like they
shocking.
normally blitz, but I think that goes back to the game plan from the previous game we played them. We bubble screened them every time they blitzed. They's like, hold on, let's not blitz every time because they figured us out. Because that's how you beat the blitz with plays. So they
Hmm.
took a page, they did their homework. They's like, no, the Bears screening us, so we ain't gonna blitz as much. But they still blitzed. and I saw a couple plays where we used the screen to beat the blitz, but I don't know any other way to beat the blitz with that offensive line we have. Yeah, I don't know another way.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, yeah,
I mean, what else we
yeah,
gonna do?
they,
We gotta use the screen. We gotta if our offensive line is that poor against a team that knows how to scheme the blitz and design plays to hide the blitz and all types of shit, we got to be ready for it, and that's the only thing we can do to be ready for it with that line. Until we improve the line, we can't really run anything else except run the ball or screen. And like you said, plays ain't developing. That's why he back there getting hit. We can't run those type of
yeah.
plays against those type of teams.
Well, that too, and then you got again, you got when Caleb sit back there in that pocket too long. I mean that eternal clock, it just clicks and it goes off, and he just looks to scramble when sometimes he don't have to.
Mm.
And when that clock go off, he's looking to take off, and you miss when you looking to take off, and when you can just actually sit in the pocket or climb the pocket, and you missing receivers that's coming open. And to me, I thought one of his big assets was keeping his eyes downfield.
And he does that
And
even if he's scrambling.
yeah,
He's
but
not climbing the pocket like you said. Even though he did that earlier in the season, he did climb the pocket a lot, and it looked great seeing him stand back there and climb the pocket. But I see him going away from that now. He's more of a getting outside the pocket with his eyes downfield.
yeah,
But
he's more on that
again,
off schedule
he,
shit.
then again, he's looking for the
Reverting
home
back to
run instead of the just dump it
right.
off. Yeah.
You're going back to the USC days.
Here are the top search results.
Oh, I didn't ask you, but okay.
I ain't asking.
Yeah, but yeah, he's reverting back to his USC days, to where he's doing a lot of shit off script. I
Yeah.
mean, just
I think they're
trying to
gonna
get a
home
victory.
run. I think they're
Yeah,
gonna have to find a OC or a quarterbacks coach that's gonna help discipline him, just to get him not take away his the best part of his game, which is all script shit, but to help him know when to use that. You know what I'm saying? Not to
yeah,
not to make it his go-to every damn play. When to use that off
right.
script stuff. They're gonna have to find a quarterbacks coach and be like, hey man, let's temper that down a little bit. Let's let's
But
run.
I heard Thomas Brown, even Caleb, say that when Thomas took over as the head coach,
Mhm.
that sir just know when to go out there to make those special plays, know when to go out there and put that Superman cape on.
Yeah. I heard him
But
say it, but are they
he
teaching it? Are they? And he definitely ain't following it.
no, he definitely ain't following it, because well, in practice everything is controlled. So
So that's something they got
uh
to put in. That's something they got to structure in training camp when they see him going off script. He don't have to. Like, hey man, cut that
right,
shit.
right,
Cut that shit.
right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, they got to nip this, and to me that goes along with
And they got to
letting
do it in
plays
film study too,
extend.
though.
Yeah, when
When
you
they
let
watch the
plays
game today,
extend.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, when you let plays extend in practice, that's when you get all that shit. Stop it,
Stop it.
because
No, that's not what we're
yeah,
doing right here, Caleb. Go ahead and make
right,
your reads, climb the pocket, and let it go. And
right.
when he don't do
Stop
that,
all that off script
stop him
shit.
again. Hey, no, we ain't doing that. You
Right.
know?
That's the only way you're gonna coach it out of 'em.
Yeah. And we don't want to completely coach it out of him. We want him to use it when he can't climb the pocket.
Necessary.
Right.
Yeah.
When you can't climb the pocket, go ahead and work your magic. But when you can, take your time, man, and get the ball out. But I forgot what I was gonna say on that moment.
My bad.
It's all good.
Yeah, we was talking about them in training camp with Caleb
Oh, I was gonna
and
say
that
also.
team.
I was gonna say also when y'all watch the game today. Hey, Caleb, look at this play right here, man. What you doing, man? You ain't got to do all of that. Stay
Right.
in the pocket, climb the pocket, and get that man underneath right there. The home run ain't open. You ain't got time for the home run either. Hit that man right and just drill that shit as y'all watching the film together. Don't be all lackadaisical and chill with him in the film session. Nah, hey, we ain't doing that, man. That ain't
Right.
necessary.
Yeah.
It's not necessary.
That goes with coaching hard.
Yeah, coach me hard.
Right. That's what that goes with. And it was one play in which it was in the first half when dude was dancing around and he threw the ball back across the field. The ball was out of play, and he took a big hit on that play as well.
Yeah.
And before you start, to me, I mean, if you're watching the play, you see the different angles of it. When you just watching it at from the game level, and when he threw that pass back across the field, okay, nobody was open. But before you did all that turning and running out of the pocket, DJ was coming open. Just rip that ball in there. And then you
Right.
got people saying that, yeah, the safety is right there and he could have picked it off. No, I didn't see Caleb hit passes in tighter windows.
Yeah, that's exactly. He puts a nice little zip on the ball. He get the ball there fast. He can
Right.
get the ball there fast.
So
Yeah.
so as soon as DJ breaking past that corner, you put the ball on him. And you can
That's the
see
problem
his
now.
head. Yeah, you can see his head in that direction, but he ain't letting it rip.
He ain't throwing with anticipation.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
And to me, that's I don't know. This ain't college. And
Right.
that
And he was
those
known for
one.
throwing with anticipation. But I guess
Mhm.
because the NFL is so much faster and everybody back there is so much quicker, maybe he's a little scared. Maybe he's a
It
little
could
scared
be.
to let it rip and get that pick. But you can't play scared. You gotta let it rip and
Right.
get a
You
pick
gotta
and get
let
a
it
pick.
rip.
But you gotta trust your instincts and how you've been playing with anticipation. Keep doing that. Just,
Right.
just trust your
So I
instincts.
mean, even though you may throw a pick, you got to be able to know what you can and can't get away with.
Right. Like so next time you play another team or play that same team, you be like, I know I can't do this in this situation. Or I know I
Right.
can do this in this situation.
Right.
I can I can eat them
Or
up.
you
I know I can get it in there. Yeah.
right. You know is that you know what type of windows that you can fit it in and what distance that you
Yeah.
can fit that in. I mean, that's just like that pass to Keenan Allen. That was a real tight window in which
Yeah.
he threw that touchdown. That was a tight window, but you got it in there.
Yeah. You trust
And
yourself.
right, you trust yourself and you sidearm that fucker in there and touchdown. So I mean, you just gotta, as you just said, trust your instincts and start throwing with more anticipation and
You
trust your
gotta do that.
receivers.
That was to me, that was the biggest flaw of Justin Fields' game, not throwing with anticipation.
Hmm.
Um, and I think those type of flaws make it so much easier for the defense. They ain't got to worry about you. They they
Right,
know before your guy break, you ain't even throwing the ball. They know
right,
they ain't got to worry about that. They can just watch the guy. They ain't even got to worry about
hmm
you. Just watch the guy. Don't get in
right.
no.
And they know,
Yeah,
Caleb ain't gonna take off his run as quick as Justin would.
right.
So
One
they
less thing they
not
got to
gonna
worry
put
about.
right. They're not gonna put too many spies on Caleb
Right.
as they would Justin. So I mean, it's a give and take, But I mean,
But it wouldn't be a give and
it's
take if Caleb just go ahead and throw with anticipation. Now he's got a leg up on the competition and the previous QB. Where now we got to worry about that. We got to play tighter man coverage because he gonna throw it before we know what the route the receiver's running. You know what I'm saying?
right. Exactly.
So
Exactly.
yeah,
And start taking them layups underneath.
them layups, man. You ain't got to shoot the three every time. It ain't the NBA. I was just telling somebody the NBA is a 3 point. The NBA is a
That's all
3 point
it
contest
is.
now. All the threes they
That's
take.
all it is. I
We
can't
don't
even
need.
watch that no more.
We don't even need the Bears to be like that. We can take the underneath. We got playmakers. If you
Yeah,
throw the ball underneath to
that's what.
DJ and Rome, I've seen them take underneath stuff and get more chunks out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Not so much
And what's
Keenan Allen. You throw underneath to him, he probably getting tackled the next couple steps.
yeah, that's your possession receiver. That's
Yeah,
your
yeah,
possession receiver.
yeah.
And
Well, it should be, but
what's
them Butterfingers coming to life lately.
right? And what's the issue with not utilizing Cole Kmet? I mean, my
You're a rookie
goodness.
quarterback. Use your tight end. That's your baby. That's your blanket.
I mean, yeah, that come from big game hunting. You want to hit them receivers, out in stride, but
Yep.
man, come on, you got to use it. You got to utilize him.
Cole
I
Kmet
mean,
got a
he's on
big
the
body.
field,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
He can
one
he can
catch for 14
box out
yards,
whoever's guarding him, whoever's covering him, box him out. Because he could do that. I've seen him
right?
do that. Just throw him the ball.
6'5", 265. Yeah, come on now. You gotta use him. And
Facts.
I mean, because the way I look at it, your deep ball, unfortunately, is trash.
Yeah,
And
unfortunately. They gotta get in the
yeah,
lab. You gotta get in the lab on that one.
right. I
That
mean,
shit's so inaccurate.
very, unless he's on the move.
Like
If he ain't on
it's
the
not arm
move,
strength problem. That's not the problem. He got the arm strength to get it down there. It's just
yeah.
not getting to the player. That's not getting to the
No,
receiver.
he's got to be on the move.
Yeah,
That's the only way it's going to get there accurately is when he's running,
that's crazy.
running around.
That's crazy. So I think once the Bears hire their new coach, he's got to get his quarterbacks coach, and him and Caleb just got to work before the training camp start. Work on his deep ball. Work on his reading defenses. Work
Yeah.
on letting the ball go. Just drill that shit
Oh,
in. Go ahead.
no, I was just because it just popped into my mind because you asked me what was some of the good points of the game. I just thought about it as you was talking about Caleb. A good point, well, a couple of good points in the game. So I didn't want to cut you off while you was
It's all
talking
good. Go
about
ahead.
Caleb. Go ahead.
No,
No,
I'm
I
good.
was just it was actually on the defensive side of the ball. Um, where I seen some decent or some positive. Uh, what's number 64? Who the hell is that? Yeah, I think that's one of the dudes they signed off the
Jonathan
Packers
Ford.
practice squad.
Yeah, Jonathan
Yeah,
Ford. Yeah.
that dude is wide and he's big.
He's
And
taking
I
Billing's
seen him.
spot.
Yeah, he had a couple of nice pressures last night.
He had a tackle for loss for sure.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, he was he looked pretty decent in the game.
Yeah. The
And
defense played
all
well the first half, and then I think they just, I don't know, they got out schemed the second half.
yeah, even the second half they started out I seen with 2 3 and outs,
Yeah, yeah.
and we couldn't capitalize on that. We couldn't move the ball.
I got a question
It's
because this is one thing I thought of when I was watching the game. So the difference between, because both of these teams started their rebuild at the same time with their GM and their head coach.
mhm.
Um, and both of them got new quarterbacks. Um, are the
Did
Vikings
we
just
get
more
new?
talented?
Did the Vikings have O'Connell then? I mean, Cousins then
They had Cousins before, yeah, but they don't
before
have
they got
Cousins now.
O'Connell? Right. Yeah,
Both
they
of them
don't have
switched
him now.
quarterbacks out in the off season, so same
Right.
thing. Um, are the Vikings just more talented or just better coached or both?
I would probably better coached
Hmm. You don't think they have more
because
talent on the roster? You just think they better coached?
I mean, yeah, better coach because if you, I mean, just look at the offense. Well, yeah, they got better. Somewhat, they got better talent too.
I mean, they got Justin Jefferson, of course, but arguably the best receiver is either him or Chase in the NFL.
Right?
So
I mean, there. Look at their line.
the offensive line or
I
defensive
mean,
line?
it's yeah, it's coaching because they offensive line don't seem to stand out if they're skilled players that do. The
Right,
offensive line don't stand out. Grenard is the only one to me that stands out on the defensive on the D line, and everybody else just filling in.
right.
So to me, yeah, that's a lot of coaching and
It's
scheming
crazy.
and just and you know they ran one play last night that they ran in the first game. It was like they dumped the ball off to Jones, and it's like they
Mhm.
set up a wall along along the sideline, and he
Yeah,
just took it. And they ran that same play again last night. So to me, that just goes to scheme, coaching, and scheming, and them actually executing.
executing. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. We got our coach yesterday for sure. I was just curious, like, do the Vikings have more talent or is just a better coach? Like,
yeah, better coaching and better executing.
yeah,
That's
it's
all.
crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Um, one of my
What do you think about D Walk, real quick? How do you
he
think
had a
about
good
his
game.
game last night?
He had a good game yesterday. I was
Yeah,
actually shocked. I'm like, where he come from? I ain't seen D Walk show up
right.
in a minute. He ain't showed up in a
Yeah,
minute. He looked decent out here.
yeah. I like that. I like how he showed up on film.
Yeah. My boy Kyler Gordon showed up.
Yep,
Kyler
yep.
Gordon. TJ
That,
Edwards showed up.
that's why I say there are some positives, but when you got an L, when you eating an L, I mean it's not that many. Jonathan Owens was out there hitting.
Yep.
Uh,
You know what else showed up though? Them dreaded penalties.
yeah,
Them
especially
dreaded penalties.
with
The
Amagaji, the rookie.
that one, the Montez Sweat penalty.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wanted to, well, talking about that Montez Sweat and his that big ass contract, and we're not producing.
Yeah,
I mean, I understand you don't have nobody on the other side to, but on ones, you're not.
you're not winning.
Nah, you're not. Sorry. The same thing. Well, you know, I've been hard on Edmonds. Him too. I mean, come on now. I need to see more,
Yeah,
especially from him and Edmonds.
I
I
think.
just needed to see more.
Yeah, I think Montez Sweat needs somebody on the other side that's gonna get a little pressure. And what was the guy we had on the other side last year that they had the injury, season-ending injury?
Ngakwe,
Ngakwe. We probably
yeah.
should have brought him back.
I mean, when you got one when you got one, and then you had nobody on the other side. Then when you finally bring in Sweat, and then Ngakwe, and then he gets hurt. So it's like yeah, you need somebody on the other side.
Yeah,
I thought Darrell Taylor would have
he
been a
flashed
decent answer.
early. He flashed
That
early,
first
but
game,
after that, it's
fizzled.
like, okay, where is he? He didn't disappeared out there.
Yep, he fizzled. And we kind of thought D Walk would have been at least stepped his game up,
I think we
but
getting from D
he's
Walk. For me personally, I'm thinking we getting from D Walk what we normally get from D Walk. He ain't special. Especially as a pass rusher, he's not special. Um,
nah, nah. He need that big dude on the inside. That's like he had with Simmons to
yeah,
produce.
and Jones last year.
Yeah, we don't have that. We definitely don't
Because
have that.
for for the Bears, week in and week out, everybody run against us. We can't stop the run,
Mm-mm.
and then once we can't stop the run, we start cheating. Now they throwing over the top of us.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's bad when you can't. I mean, I just think Edmonds was brought in to play
Center field.
the Urlacher position.
Yeah.
Like I think he was brought in to play like a safety in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
so
Middle
they could
safety.
rush forward.
Yeah.
But at the same time, n- what Flus had in sight, it ain't working.
So
You're gonna have to bring him some more.
that leads to my next question. Is the cover two outdated?
Yeah, because they learned they know how to beat it.
Yeah.
It's easy to beat, and especially when everybody knows
Finding
that's your bread
spaces
and
in the
butter.
zone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of spaces, a lot of spaces, and I'm
Finding spaces
surprised
in the
they haven't
zone and beat it.
connected.
Yep.
I'm surprised they haven't connected over the middle a lot more.
Yeah. And the Bears don't have their front four don't get enough pressure to help out the DBs in that situation.
You ain't lying. Not enough.
Yeah.
Not enough at all.
I think that's the only way the cover two gonna be successful nowadays. You're gonna have to get that front four, gonna have to get home a lot more often.
Yeah.
We not getting there.
Nope. Because you got one end, and he's not getting pressure. You don't have a. To me, you don't have a true three tech.
Right.
Because
Nobody up the middle getting pressure.
nope, Dex ain't
And
it.
and on the other
Uh,
side, you could just do whatever you want to do on the other side of the line.
pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, I mean that is I don't know personnel and this.
Coaching,
Yeah,
scheming.
it's a lot of that.
All three of those:
And
personnel, coach, and scheme.
no, let's not forget the main part:
What's that, sir?
execution. Execution.
Execution. I just wrapped
Got
that up into personnel because if you ain't got the right person, if you ain't got the right personnel, you can't execute.
Shit, you can still have the right personnel. They still ain't executing.
Right, but we don't have the right personnel to execute. Is what I'm saying.
Nah, we don't.
Yeah.
We don't. I think we've fallen short on that quite a bit,
So
and especially holding them dudes accountable.
let's get into it, man. Ryan Poles, his free agency signings and his draft picks. Are they hitting? Are they fitting? Is he overreaching? What's your take?
Um, that's wow. You really want to think about it. Wow, damn, good question. As far as the draft picks, it's still early on Caleb, and I don't care if they want to label him as the generational talent. It's still early on him. It's still early on the Doomsday. They showing promise, but
Right.
um, it's still early. Amagaje, we
Was a
haven't seen
reach?
enough at the third round.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think he was projected like in the future. I
Yeah.
think he was going to be a backup plan for either Tevin or the right guard position.
Right.
I don't think they slated him to play this year.
I
I
have
don't
to
think they
look at
planned
some of
him
the
to play.
I will have to look at some of the tackles, offensive tackles that were drafted after him to see how they're playing. Because I think him coming from Yale, him being injured and getting drafted in the third round was a big time reach. Like he could have been somebody picked in the 4th or the 5th round, and then being a project that kind of way. But the 3rd round could have been a better prospect on the offensive line. I gotta look. Like I said, I gotta look and see, are any of those rookie prospects playing better than Amagaji? Probably so, because he's barely played, and when he's out there, he's not looking strong. He's not
Nah,
looking strong. He's not looking nasty either. But yeah,
I mean he didn't go through training camp either. He didn't have a
yeah,
training camp,
he didn't.
so he's not calloused at all.
He's not looking strong. Um, I feel like we reached with him. We reached with the punter. Ryan Poles should have known better and probably knew better, but nobody around him told him to do better. Nah, man, we can't be drafting no injured tackle from Yale. We got to get somebody that's a better prospect than that in the 3rd round. Just got to,
Yeah,
man. You got
but
to.
I mean,
That's a
again,
strike.
I don't think they was planning on playing him. I think he was a pick for the future.
And that's
You
fine, but
know,
draft him later though. Get him later. That's fine.
right?
I feel
And
that. Just get him later though.
I like Tory Taylor. I
I'm not
like
saying
him.
he's not a good player, but he wasn't an immediate need, or he wasn't the best player available. That's all I'm saying.
I can understand that, but I like Tory Taylor. And he's I think with more seasoning he'll be a much better punter. And he's what 23 to 24 punts down inside the 20, what 3
Right.
touchbacks. It's not bad. I mean, he's still learning the NFL game and how to punt in it. But I like what he's bringing to the table. Um, the biggest reach in is the Feldus. Feldus
Yeah. Yeah.
is the he's the
Yeah.
biggest reach out of all of them.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah,
So
that's can't get right.
We got Valus as a reach. We got Amagaji as a reach. And I know
3rd
we're gonna
round. Yeah.
disagree. Tory Taylor is a reach for me, in my opinion.
Okay.
3 players that could have addressed the D line or the O line. Like we said, build from the trenches on out, right?
Yeah.
And
But
maybe we
hell,
look
dude,
differently.
and if that's the case, you should have started with your first 2 picks when he took over, which is Kyler Gordon
And Brisker,
and Briscoe. You should have
both of
started
those
then
guys
with the
are
O
hits.
line.
They're not misses though. Both of those guys are hits.
Yeah, but we need an O line help then as well.
True, true.
We need an O line help then as well. You could have went in free agency and from the scrap heap, like you've been doing. That's how you build up this offensive line. That's what you should have did to the
Safeties.
secondary. Yeah, you should have did that with the secondary and then build that line up. But I kind of think Flus had a hand in that as well.
For his defense.
You know, right, for his defense. That's for some reason I kind of think he had a hand in that.
It's the ultimate decision is still up to Poles though. He could say, "Nah, we got a young quarterback back there, Justin Fields at the time. We got to protect him. We can worry about that in free agency, like you said, J Mac. But I got to give all. It's his decision, so I got to give him the responsibility of it. So
Right. But
you
what's
can
wrong
listen
with
to other
giving your
people.
no? I mean, what's wrong with giving your coach what he's asking for, especially if I got this new head coach. Let me give him what he needs, or whatever. But you didn't get him the
So
3 tech.
so you ask the
Well,
coach again.
that's because that fell through.
So if you ask your new head coach, all right, we need a safety and we need a corner. But do we need offensive linemen? And which do we need most? or more of? You ask him, you throw it back at him. Y'all, we doing this process of trying to fill out what we need the most.
Right.
If he's honest with himself, he's gonna be like, yeah, we need the line most.
Yeah.
On both
Yeah.
sides of the ball.
But we just think about it. We're talking about a defensive minded coach.
Understand, but he's now a head coach. So he's got to put on
Yeah.
the hat as the head coach and be like, this is my team to run.
That ain't plus. We already
Yeah.
we had to learn that the hard way. That wasn't plus. Because in his scheme, you needed that slot corner, you needed the 3 tech, and you needed that weak side linebacker.
Right.
So you went out and got Gordon. Ogajobi, he failed his physical. And then you had to go out and get Justin Jones. And the weak side linebacker, you put Roquan there, but you end up trading him. And then you bring in TJ Edwards the next season. So,
yeah.
I mean, I can understand Poles wanting to give his head coach some of what he need, but that whole line should have been addressed.
Yeah.
Especially in the third round. Shit, the first 2 rounds. Those were second round picks, Brisker and Gordon.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead
But
and give me
like you
some D
said,
line and some O line. A D lineman with one of those pick and an O lineman with the other pick. Come on, man.
But I have to wholeheartedly agree with you. I like Gordon. Gordon, we hit on.
Yeah, we hit on him.
Brisker, we hit on him too, but he stays injured too much.
Facts.
Especially with concussions.
We didn't see that coming, but when he's on the field, he's a difference maker.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Similar to Tevin Jenkins. Well, not so much this season, but previous season. When he's on the field, he's a difference maker. You want players like that. You just can't predict. You can't predict injury history. You know, especially if they never had those type of injuries. You know.
Well, I've learned that Brisker had I think a concussion or two at Penn State.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That would have been a red flag for me.
Yeah,
If you had 2 concussions on the college level, I'd be like, ugh.
I know one for sure.
Okay.
I know one for sure, but I'm not sure about the second.
One that could be fluke, you know, but not as many had 3 on a pro level. That ain't no fluke.
Right. And then not only 3 is just the length of time he's been out.
Yeah.
After this second one.
It's serious business, yeah.
Yeah. So what do we do come this off season? Well, us being couch coaches, we already know what we want to address as far as the roster is concerned, which is
we the couch GMs right now. The trenches.
Right. We want them trenches addressed.
Yep. Whatever we picking at right now. We in the top 10 with our pick right now. I think it's 8 or something like that. 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Pick the best offensive lineman in the draft.
I'm hearing a lot of stuff about this dude Campbell out of LSU.
Yep.
Supposed to be
I've been seeing him on my radar too. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess now it's time for me to start looking into draft picks because shit, season over with pretty much.
Yeah, that's pretty much our focus right now. We can't. Only thing we could do right now, as far as the season, is play spoiler and develop some of the young players. Maybe play Amagaji some more. See what we got and see what we got. See if we can build up that callus you're talking about in these last 3 games, and by the 3rd game, we should know. Yeah, he ain't it. You know?
But at the same time, put him with the new coaching staff coming in. We don't even know where he would be slotted at. We don't know if he's going to be the guard or a tackle.
Right. So move him around. Play when Braxton Jones come back. Slide Braxton Jones at his left tackle spot. I don't know if he's coming back next week or not. And who's at the right guard right now?
Pryor.
Let Let Amagaji play right guard. See what he can do.
Because that was his last position at Yale was right guard, or was it
Yeah.
left tackle?
I
I
thought it
know
was
he
left
played
tackle.
both.
I thought it was left tackle, but he could play some right guard. Go ahead and
Right,
play him there for a couple games and see, or all the games left. I don't care at this point.
right. Because Pryor is not it.
Yeah, Pryor ain't it. So let's see what we got in Amagaji these last 3 games. Put him at right guard next to Darnell Wright and see what we got. We ain't got shit to lose right now. See what he
We
got.
ain't got a goddamn thing to lose.
I like to see
What
if
do
he
you?
can play guard.
Yeah, I agree. Because he's supposed to be a mauler in the run game.
Right. And that would be good at the right guard
So,
spot.
right, he'll be really good right there next to Wright.
Yep.
And I think he needs to shore up his pass game quite a bit.
Yeah.
And his kick step, he needs to be a little bit quicker out of his stance as well.
I see some similar problems with him and Braxton Jones. They have similar problems on their left tackle spot. They can't stop the bull rush.
I think with I don't know. Well, we
know.
know Braxton can't stop it because he ain't stopped it in 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years now.
So
It ain't
right,
his. It ain't his cards.
nah. But I want to see what Amagaji can bring to the table. If he
Hey, but we
actually
only gave
can
up 2
stop it.
sacks yesterday, so that's not too
Yeah,
bad. That's not too
it's not
bad.
bad at all.
One of
But
them
the
was
one
on.
that he gave up was on him,
Yeah,
where Grenard just blew right past him and blew
yeah.
Caleb
We
up.
can't blame that one on Caleb.
Nah, not that one. Not that one. Not that one at all. But some of them but only giving up 2 sacks, which is good. But at the same time, my guy still holds on to the ball a little bit too long.
Yeah.
You know,
So
we still need to recognize the routes that's coming open a lot quicker.
what grade would you give the offense yesterday?
F.
Yeah. What grade would you give the defense yesterday?
Can
I'm
I
giving them
split
a
it?
C minus. No,
I'm gonna
it's
give
the
them a D
whole
because
team.
we lost the game.
You give them a what? A D?
Yeah, in the
A
first
D is a
half, I'm gonna
dog.
give them a B. Yeah,
A B.
first half, I'm gonna give them a B.
We can't split it in
But
half. It's a whole game.
okay, a D.
A D.
Because we lost the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Nah,
I
we
mean,
ain't grading no halves. Because if
yeah,
that was
they
the
held
case, let's
serve
end
for
the
a little
game at the
bit.
half, huh?
I said they held shit at the end of the game. Shit, at the half, we still lost 13-3. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
we still lost.
Yeah.
Mhm.
3 of those points,
Oh
though, the offense gave them that. Go ahead.
yeah, with we had a special teams highlight from our boy, 5th-round pick, or was it? Is he a 5th-round pick, or was it his 6th-round pick? Dom Rob.
I saw it. I thought about you
Yeah,
when I saw it.
yeah. Old
Don
Dom
Rob
Rob
with the
showed up
block.
on the stat sheet with his
Yeah.
face mask.
Blocked it with his face mask. Hey,
That was good. I was happy for him.
me too. And no penalty on hitting the kicker either. Because he blocked it. Is that how it goes?
Right, right. Yeah, that was good. I like that. Hurt the kicker too. So good. Might have got
Look,
hurt.
that man don't even play on defense no more, dude. He's just special teams.
No, he actually he made a tackle downfield.
Oh shit, I
He had
missed
to
it.
play. Yeah, he had to play. Uh yeah, he got a tackle.
So what we're looking for the rest of the season for the Bears to accomplish is to develop some of the younger talent.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Definitely.
I guess that would be it.
I want to see a little bit more of Tyler Scott.
That's young talent. Let's see Tyler Scott. Let's see Karen
Right.
Amagaji. Let's see Caleb develop some more of his game.
Right.
And then we got to think about
Because Booker has been getting time, so I think he flashed a couple of times throughout the
yeah,
season, but I mean he needs work still.
yep. And I think going into the next season with a new coaching staff, maybe they'll develop him. Because I don't see them.
Yeah.
I don't see the development happening fast enough after all this time. It's like, damn.
No,
I
I
mean,
mean, because
week 15 of the season,
right, a couple of players that they drafted was just strictly like projects.
projects.
But yeah, but they being thrusted into they being thrown into the fire quicker, a lot quicker than anticipated.
So what is this?
Me,
So is
go
this
ahead.
losing streak? Is this going to affect the front office? You think there'll be some changes in the front office? We already know there's going to be changes on the coaching staff. What about the front office? 8 in a row.
Uh, yeah, and
This has to fall at their doorstep at some point, right?
yeah,
You
and
fired the coaches that you hired. Now what?
this is what the second longest streak in losing streak in Poe's tenure.
Yeah, we had a 12 one, right? 12 game streak, losing streak.
Yeah, 14.
14, my bad. 14, now to 8.
Yeah, now 8,
I,
in which we could. Well, I don't. As bad as I hate to say it, I don't see us winning another game
I don't either.
unless
I used
we
to
go.
say we are, but I don't see it anymore. I'm a little
Not
defeated, bro. I'm a little
not
defeated.
not unless we go out there and beat Seattle. If Geno not playing, that's a game that we could actually win. Because Howard looked like trash.
Yeah. I
He
forgot
didn't
about
look.
Gino getting injured. Yeah. What about the
Yeah,
injured
Howard didn't
Lions
look
though?
good.
The Lions badly injured too. They can't stop a
Man, come on.
nosebleed. That defense is leaking.
Okay, but what about our offense? What about our defense
But
stopping
our,
their
our
offense?
defense ain't giving up 50 points though. They gave up damn near 50 points.
Yeah. But come on now. We talking about Buffalo.
Okay. But
We talking about
but
Buffalo.
but the Lions were supposed to be at this point in the season Super Bowl contenders. They gave up almost 50 points. Oh, that defense looking a little leaky.
Yeah, but unfortunately, well, fortunately, because they're in our division and fuck the Lions.
Facts.
But unfortunately for them, they are decimated with injuries. I mean,
Hey,
decimated. So that Super Bowl aspirations might not come to fruition this season with all
yeah,
the injuries that they been suffering.
I see what you're saying. I'm with you on that one too.
So there's a good chance, if barring any injuries, Minnesota could overtake the top spot.
Yeah, they got to beat them in head to head though, because they lost to them already.
Yeah, they got to win that last game. They got to win out.
They got to win out. They got to win out, and yeah, if they win out, they can overtake them for that top spot.
Yeah, because it's either it's them or Philly, and Philly got to win out as well.
Yep, it's a 3-way tie at the top of the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, as fans of the Chicago Bears, do we have any expectations for the rest of the season?
As you said, just see the young guys develop.
Yeah.
Just see some improvement with Caleb. Get his confidence back. Start calling easier games. We're not in a playoff hunt, so just think about developing Caleb, developing the younger guys, get them more involved in the game in the grand scheme of things, and seeing what they can do. And you as Jalen said, everybody go out there, everybody getting paid to go out there and play. You still go out there and play your ass off, but you ain't got shit to play for, but just let these young kids develop. And
Yeah. And the veterans that's on their last year of their deal, or any of the veterans, pretty much, you playing for your resume because the next coaching staff may be looking at this tape and be like, nah,
yep,
we don't need him. We don't want him. Or another team be like, yeah, he a free agent. We don't want him. You playing for your
right,
resume, you know?
right. You putting
So
shit out there on tape for other teams as well
you
as
play with
just
some
the new coaching
motherfucking
staff.
pride. Yeah.
Right. Play with some pride. There you go. Play to earn your paycheck.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers getting paid millions to do shit that some of us would just
play for fun.
just play for fun, or just give anything, just one game at the NFL level. Even though you might ride the bench, I don't give a shit. Just one game at the NFL level. You know, some of them dudes, they take it for granted.
Facts. Because back to the game yesterday, I was looking at our third down efficiency. Woo! We couldn't do shit. 1 for 12. We couldn't do nothing on third
down.
And
not only could we not convert, we couldn't stop them.
Nah, they've been 50% on third down.
And what I don't understand, that's damn good.
Yeah.
Well, what I really don't get is we get them in third and long, and it's like they play right at the sticks. It's like they'll 3rd and 14, they'll stop them short of the sticks, but they breaking tackles to get that extra yard or extra half a yard or extra 2 yards.
Yeah. The play calling on 3rd and long was trash for me, man. I couldn't stand it.
But that's been all season.
Yeah.
It's been all season like that. 3rd and long, we just give up first downs. It's like teams have no fear in being 3rd and long against us.
Yeah, that's been all season, like you said. And one thing that hasn't been all season that's happening lately, our defense getting ate up in the red zone. We used to be a good red zone defense, a great red zone defense.
Giving up over 25. How many points we've been giving up? 30 points a game these last 4 games?
Yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah,
and they went 3 for 4 in the red zone yesterday on us. That wasn't happening earlier.
Nah.
We was stopping motherfuckers in the red zone. I was loving that. I like, yeah, march down the field. Y'all ain't getting shit when you hit the red zone, though. Y'all be kicking a field goal.
Right. And again, Flus is a good coordinator, good play caller, but he sucks as a head coach.
Yeah.
He sucked as a head coach in situational coaching. He sucked.
And the current defensive coordinator, he's not dialing up the right plays at all.
And I can honestly say I miss his play calling on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you miss him.
No, I said play calling. No, fuck that. No, we don't need the word salads, and we don't need the flusologies at the end of the game and
talking around the question.
Right. We don't need no flusing. We don't miss that.
Yeah.
We don't.
Well, I know you got to get going, J Mac. You want to add anything? You want to add anything before we close out this session?
Y'all hit that like and subscribe, and add us for your extra bear content.
Yes, sir. All right, my brother. You have a good rest of your day.
Thanks for having me, my man. Thanks for having me.
Always my guy. Always my guy. And we'll catch up later, man.
Yeah, till next time.
I'll see you in the chats.
For sure. Definitely.